Hello everyone. Today I am delivering a lecture on soil and its properties of third sem civil engineering diploma students, which comes under Department of College and Technical Education. The subject is construction technology, and code of the subject is 15CE 34T. And the unit 1 contains the soil and its property, the course content types of soil and their suitability to construction, and bearing capacity and determination of safe bearing capacity of soil by plate load test, method of improving the safe bearing capacity, and SBC values of various types of soil. At the end of this session, students should identify the type of soil, and they should know the strength of the different soils given to them. In this session, I'll cover the introduction portion for the soils and different physical properties of the soil, like physical properties and chemical properties of the soil. So let's get started with the introduction. We all know that as a civil engineer, the ultimate goal of our structure is to rest on the soil. So it is very essential to study the soil, and we know that soil is a natural resources. So it is a mixture of organic matter, minerals, gases, liquids, and and organisms that together support the life. So from the figure we can see that soil has very different layers. So on the top surface we can say that surface layer contains organic debris, partly decomposed, and below that we can see that there are mineral particles mixed with organic, and there is a subsoil below that. Below that there is a parent material rock, and which is all rests on the bedrock. So definition of soil. Soil can be defined in many ways based on the field which is considered. For a farmer, soil is it is a substance existing on the earth surface, so which essentially grows and develops the plant life. For geologists, it is the material in the relatively thin surface, one within which roots occur. For us, for an engineer, soil is the unaggregated or uncemented deposit of minerals and organic particles or fragments covering large portion of the earth crust. So we'll concentrate on only engineering purpose of the soil. So the each and every particle which can we can name it in different ways. If the soil particles has 2 mm to 75 mm size, then we can call it as a grain. And if the particle size is lies around zero point zero 0.05 mm to 2 mm, then we can call it as a sand. If it is 0.002 mm to 0.05 mm, then we can call it as a silt. If the particles is very less, if it is less than 0.002 mm, then we can call it as a clay. So you can see that these are the different particles of soil. So soil properties of soil is very important because the entire structure what we built is rest on the soil. So it is very essential to know the what are the different properties of the soil which is required. So we can divide into two major categories, like one is physical properties of the soil and chemical properties of soil. So here we'll discuss again what are the physical properties of the soil and what are the chemical properties of soil. So let's begin with the physical properties of soil. Before that, what are the physical properties of soil? Before knowing them, I will show you a picture. So here this is a soil sample, what we can see in the field. So this soil sample has some portion of solid soil particles, and some portion water is lying within them, and some air gap is also lies in. So this is entire soil sample present in the field. So if you divide this soil sample and segregate the different particles like solids, see this is the same sample. If you bifurcate soil, water and air, we can see this is the volume of the soils in the same sample. This is the volume of water or moisture present in the sample, and this is the volume of the air present in the sample. So students, please note these nomenclatures because we'll define these nomenclatures separately. So you can see that this is Vs means total volume of the solids. It means soil particles in this sample, in the same sample. And VW means it is the water content or moisture content, volume of the water content or moisture content in the sample. Va means this is the volume of the air in this sample. So both the volume of water and volume of air, we can call them as volume of voids. With regards to weights, we can see that this is the weight of the solid, and this entire thing is called weight of the sample, and this is the weight of water or moisture, and this is the weight of air. We can take it as 0. So these are the nomenclature. So these parts we will explain one by one. So what is void ratio? Void ratio E of a given sample is the ratio of volume of voids to the volume of soil solids Vs given the sample. It means whatever sample we are getting, what is the total volume of the soil solids, that is Vv, to that of what is the volume of soil mass, that is Vs, as we can see here. See, this is the total volume of voids and this is the total volume of solids. This is to void ratio is, it is a ratio of volume of voids to the volume of solids. Volume of voids means volume of air and volume of water. So second one is degree of saturation. In a given volume of voids of a sample, some space is occupied by the water and rest is by air. If you consider fully saturated soil, it means everything is completely filled with water. There is no air at all. Everything air particle is filled with water. For degree of saturation, yes, it is defined as the ratio of volume of water present in a given sample to the top the volume of voids in it. Right? So third one is porosity. Volume of voids, which includes volume of water and air, is expressed as, it is a percentage of bulk volume of soil. The value of porosity must be less than 100%. So next one is air voids and air content. The percentage air void is defined as the ratio of volume of air voids, that is Va, to the volume of soil mass, V. It is expressed in percentage. Air content is also, it is the ratio of volume of air voids to volume of voids. So you can see the difference between air voids and air content. Air voids is in terms of percentage. Okay. So in the air voids means it is volume of air to the volume of total solid soil mass, whereas whereas air content is the total volume of air voids uh, to the volume of total voids, which is including air and water. So water content W also called moisture content. It is defined as the ratio of weight of water to the weight of solids. It means in the given sample, what is the total moisture content if you remove the water and weigh it, and what is the total weight of solid. So it is the ratio of weight of water to the weight of solid of a given mass. Next, density of soil. Density means it is the mass by volume. It means for a unit volume, what is the mass of the sample? For density of soil, the density of soil is defined as the mass of the soil per unit volume. So again, density there are different densities like bulk density. The bulk density or moist density is the total mass of the soil per unit volume of unit of its total volume. So density is always expressed in kg per meter cube, or you can go by grams per centimeter cube. So dry density means the dry density of soil solid is the mass of the soil solids. It means prior to its drying to the total soil mass. Whereas density of solids, the density of soil solids in the say is the mass of the soil solids per unit volume of the solids. I will give you expressions in a separate page, so you can check with the separations. Sorry, expressions. Saturated density means when a soil mass is saturated, its bulk density is called saturated density. So saturated density, it is the ratio of total soil mass of a sample to its total volume. Submerged density means the submerged density is the submerged mass of soil solids per unit of total volume of soil mass. So unit weight of soil mass. The unit weight of soil mass is defined as the its weight per unit volume. Bulk unit weight we can represent as gamma. The bulk unit weight or moist unit weight is defined as it is the total weight W of a soil mass per unit of its total volume. Dry unit, just a second, show it separately. So dry unit means the dry unit weight of it is the weight of solids per unit weight of its total volume of soil mass, which is W suffix D divided by total volume. Unit weight of solids gamma S can be defined as it is the unit weight of soil solids WD per unit volume of solids, that is VS. Saturated unit weight. Saturated unit, it is the bulk unit weight is also called the saturated unit weight. Saturated unit weight is the ratio of total weight of a saturated soil sample to its volume. Submerged unit weight. The submerged unit weight gamma dash is the submerged unit weight of soil solids WD per total volume V of the soil mass, that is WD divided by V. So last one, specific gravity. So specific gravity G is defined as the ratio of the weight of a given volume of soil solids at a given temperature to the weight of an equal volume of distilled water at that temperature. So just read it again. It is the ratio of weight of a given volume of soil solids at a given temperature to the weight of an equal volume of distilled water at that temperature. So it means you need to take the volume of the solid, you need to weigh the total given sample, and that same sample, the same volume is replaced by distilled water and weight. So both weights being taken in the air. In other words, this is the ratio of unit weight of soil solids to that of water. The standard temperature we maintain is 27 degrees Celsius. So as I said, these are the formula for void ratio. You can see void ratio is VV by V. So these formulas, you just please note down these formulas. Okay, I'll go with the next slide. So those are all physical properties, and regarding chemical properties, so the chemical side of soil is extremely important for the course. The chemical properties include the following aspects, which includes inorganic matter of the soil, organic matters in the soil, colloidal properties of soil particles, and soil reactions and buffering actions. We are not going too much deep into chemical properties. Student, in this session, these are all the multiple choice questions. So please answer these questions or note it down the answers what you thought of is correct, and at the end of this session I will give you the right answers. So the ratio of weight of a given volume of soil solids at the given temperature to the weight of an equal volume of distilled water at that temperature is known as, which is we have already discussed this definition. So just check with your answers what you got. Okay. At the end of this session, I will give you the right answers. So next question is the ratio of the volume of water present in a given soil mass to the total volume of voids in it is known as. These are all the definitions of soil physical properties as we discussed. So shall I go with next questions? The ratio of volume of air void to the volume of void is known as air content, percentage air voids, percentage voids, porosity. What is the answer? Okay. Next question is the water content is defined as the ratio of volume of water to the volume of given sample or volume of water to the volume of voids in soil or weight of water to the weight of air in voids or weight of water to the weight of solids of a given mass of soil. Please note down your answers and check with the right answers, which I will be giving later. Okay. The next multiple choice question is the ratio of volume of the voids to the volume of soil solids in a given soil mass is known as. Is it a porosity or specific gravity or voids ratio or water content? Which one is the right answer? Okay, come back to the first question. See, the ratio of weight of a given volume of soil solids at the given temperature to the weight of an equal volume of distilled water at the temperature is known as, it is specific gravity. The ratio of volume of water present in a given soil mass to the total volume of void in it is known as, the answer is D, degree of saturation. The ratio of volume of air voids to the volume of voids is known as, answer is air content. The water content is defined as the ratio of the weight of the water to the weight of solids of a given mass of soil. Answer is D. The ratio of the volume of the voids to the volume of soil solids in a given soil mass is known as voids ratio. Okay, so these are the answers. Students, please note down these questions and write the answer for these questions. First one is state general properties of soil. Second one, define the terms. Specific gravity of soil, porosity, density of soil, voids ratio. Please define and also write the expressions formula for these terms. And what are the aspects of chemical properties of soil? Okay. You need to do some activity after this session. So what I want is I want all of you to collect different types of soils and you need to identify their properties. And the second activity is study the test to be conducted on soil and prepare a report. Okay, so I will brush up with you again. These are the reference. Okay, so this is regarding introduction where we studied the what is soil and how what is soil and in the this is a picture represent the layers of different layers of soil in the underneath of the earth, right? There is a hard bedrock is there, above that there is a parent material, and there is a subsoil, and there is a topsoil which there is all debris and all consider comes under this soil. And there are different definitions of soil, as we say that farmers, for them it is a soil existing on the earth surface substance which grows and develops the plant life. For geologists, it is a relatively thin surface, one within which root occurs. And for us, it is unaggregated or uncemented deposit of mineral. So these are all the sizes of the soil particles. So please remember these are all the soil particles sizes. Later in different subjects, you will study with aggregates, sizes of aggregates. So please don't confuse with sizes of the aggregate with the sizes of the different soil particle sizes of soil particles. So we have studied the properties of soil, where we studied the physical properties of soil and chemical properties of soil. Here, this is a pictorial view of properties of soil, where this is the total sample. This sample is these elements are separated into three phases, which is soil solids, water, and air. And we have defined these different soil physical properties like void ratio, degree of saturation, porosity, air voids, and air content. So remember, air voids is expressed in percentage, and water content. So density of soil, there are different densities: bulk density, dry density, density of solid, and this is called a rho. Remember, rho density is represented as rho. This is rho d. Density of solid is rho s. Saturated density, submerged density rho dash. This is unit weight of soil mass. Bulk unit weight, dry unit weight, unit of soil, saturated unit weight. We have defined these things. What is specific gravity? This is very important. So please concentrate on specific gravity. These are the formula for void ratios. Void ratio, degree of saturation, porosity, air voids, air content, water content, density of soil, unit weight of soil mass, specific gravity, etc. So chemical properties. So we are not gone much deep into chemical properties. These are chemical properties include the following aspects. Okay. So student, in this session we have covered these portions. So in the next session, uh, we will discuss about classification of soils. Thank you.